Not long ago, Boeing embodied the image of a titan industrial giant, renowned for creating the safest and most cutting-edge aircraft soaring through the skies. Pilots, industry insiders, and even the traveling public placed unwavering trust in Boeing, expressing it with a simple yet powerful phrase, "If it's not Boeing, I'm not going." In the past 5 years, however, Boeing's presence in the media has been for all the wrong reasons, marked by the commercial giant's efficacy in evading the truth. It seems the lies continue to accumulate. In 2020, Boeing was accused of a culture of concealment following its tight-lipped response to 2 fatal crashes. Boeing claimed to have learned many lessons from these events, but this appears not to be the case, as the company has once again failed to communicate crucial and potentially life-threatening information. On January 5th, Alaska Airlines Flight 1282, carrying 171 passengers and 6 crew members, encountered a terrifying ordeal at an altitude exceeding 15,700 feet, approximately 20 minutes after takeoff from Portland, Oregon, to Ontario, California. A panel substituting for an optional exit door near the rear of the aircraft ripped off. Miraculously, the 2 adjacent seats were unoccupied at the time, and while several passengers required medical attention, no serious injuries were reported. The pilot swiftly executed an emergency landing at Portland, averting a potential disaster. The gravity of the situation prompted U.S. aviation authorities to ground specific MAX 9 planes the following day, enabling emergency safety inspections to be conducted. Despite weeks passing, the exact cause of the catastrophic blowout remained shrouded in uncertainty, leaving both investigators and the public on edge. On the Saturday following the event, the FAA issued an emergency airworthiness directive to the owners and operators of Boeing's 737 MAX 9 planes with similar panels. The directive affected 171 planes out of 218 MAX NES in operation worldwide. In the U.S., only 2 airlines flew the 737 MAX 9. Alaska Airlines, which operated 64 aircraft, and United Airlines, with 79. Both airlines were forced to cancel hundreds of flights. By Monday, 3 days after the incident, Alaska Airlines announced it was forced to cancel 141 flights, amounting to 20% of its overall schedule, while United's 221 cancellations accounted for 8% of its total scheduled flights for the day. During emergency inspections, United found loose bolts on door panels of grounded Boeing 737 MAX 9 jets. Investigators are in possession of the door panel found in an Oregon backyard and sent it for examination at the NTSB's Material Laboratory in Washington. Alaska Airlines revealed that the MAX 9 involved in the incident was delivered only on October 31st of the previous year, so wear and tear was not a factor. Arthur Rosenberg, an aviation lawyer and former pilot, suggested that the issue might have been due to a manufacturing defect rather than a design flaw, with bolts and fasteners failing for some reason. The NTSB stated that they would test the bolts to determine if they had been properly installed. Despite Boeing being fully aware of the true events of Flight 1282, according to NTSB Chair Jennifer Homendy, the crucial information that the cockpit door is supposed to open during explosive cabin depressurization events was not included in the flight manual. Boeing promised to update the manual to include this vital information. Dennis Tajer, spokesperson for the Allied Pilots Association, criticized Boeing for not informing pilots about this detail, stating that it erodes trust and narrows the safety margin. Both Alaska Airlines and United Airlines subsequently found loose bolts on the hinge brackets of their 737 MAX 9 door panels, which could result in a blowout. Boeing stated that they would make changes to the manual in the hope of providing procedures and information for the flight attendants and crew. Following the Alaska Airlines incident, the FAA conducted a thorough 6-week audit, concluding that Boeing's safety culture was deemed inadequate and confusing. The FAA instructed Boeing to develop a plan within 90 days to tackle quality control issues. In April 2024, the FBI commenced an investigation into the blowout and Boeing's role in it. Letters sent by the FBI to passengers indicated that the criminal investigation might be lengthy, examining whether Boeing breached an agreement made with the Department of Justice in 2021, following 2 fatal crashes involving the 737 MAX. In that year, Boeing had reached a deal to settle a criminal charge for deceiving the FAA's Aircraft Evaluation Group about the Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, MCAS. Former Boeing CEO David Calhoun stepped down after the incident, emphasizing the need for a new course for the company marked by humility and transparency. John Barnett, a former employee who had raised concerns about Boeing's safety and production standards, was found dead on March 9, 2024, apparently from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Barnett had exposed Boeing's practices in a 2019 New York Times article, alleging that production speed was prioritized over public safety. In April 2024, engineer Sam Saliper emerged as a new whistleblower, alleging shortcuts in the production of Boeing's 787 and 777 jets, and claiming he faced termination threats after voicing his concerns. Saliper observed that during assembly, drilling debris was left in interfaces and composite material was deformed, which could lead to premature fatigue failure without warning, creating unsafe conditions for the aircraft. Despite efforts by investigators and whistleblowers to uncover the truth, there is still much we do not know about Boeing's practices. This begs the question: if this is what we know, what else might be hidden in Boeing's details? It's a concerning thought, but what's your take on it? Do you believe Boeing's actions are as deceptive as they seem? Share your thoughts in the comments below and make sure to subscribe to Aviator Insights. See you next time.